Greetings, history enthusiasts. Welcome as we uncover magnificent hidden truths of the ancient world. Forget the Hollywood myth of a lovesick queen in a bikini. The undeniable truth is far more ruthless. Cleopatra was never a fragile seductress. She was a brilliant mind fighting a hostile takeover. Her rich Egyptian empire was dying, shadowed by the terrifying expansion of the Roman war machine. To save her throne, she infiltrated Rome's elite. Let us explore her ultimate geopolitical gamble. In 51 BC, Cleopatra inherited a realm full of gold, but lacking in military might. The Ptolemaic dynasty was decaying from within. Corruption had weakened its once great defenses. Across the Mediterranean Sea, the Roman Republic devoured nations with unstoppable legions. She realized a grim fact early on. Egypt could never defeat the Roman war machine on an open battlefield. According to ancient historians, intellect was her greatest weapon. She spoke 7 languages fluently. She was not merely a monarch. She was the ultimate strategist trying to save her failing corporation. Her grand strategy was incredibly pragmatic. If you cannot beat the enemy's army, you must buy their commanders. Egypt possessed the absolute largest treasury and the most fertile wheat fields in the known ancient world at that time. She weaponized this immense wealth, transforming it into a brilliant shield against the aggressive Roman expansion. Imagine holding the keys to the entire world's wealth while standing defenseless. What would your first strategic move be? To protect her kingdom, she had to navigate the deadliest political arena on earth, the Roman Senate. She needed a powerful Roman patron, a military contractor to secure her fragile Egyptian throne. She set her sights on the most powerful man alive. Julius Caesar was the ultimate shield for her empire. Their famous alliance was sealed with a massive financial bailout for Caesar's indebted political campaigns. In return, Roman legions secured her crown against internal rivals. It was a perfect corporate merger. The landscape shifted violently. In 44 BC, Julius Caesar met a sudden tragic end. Her greatest shield was gone. Cleopatra was left exposed to the chaotic fallout of the Roman civil war. A lesser ruler might have panicked and surrendered, but this brilliant mind immediately sought a new partner. She chose Mark Antony, Caesar's most capable general, as the crucial asset for her kingdom's survival. To secure his loyalty, she orchestrated the most extravagant spectacle the ancient world had ever seen. In 41 BC, she summoned Antony to Tarsus. She did not arrive as a beggar, but as a living goddess. Plutarch wrote that her golden barge sailed up the river with purple sails, radiating unimaginable power. The air was thick with expensive incense. She deliberately overwhelmed the Roman general with sheer luxury. Mark Antony was a brilliant battlefield commander, but he was highly impulsive and constantly needed war funding. Cleopatra offered him the boundless riches of Egypt to finance his ambitious campaigns in the east. This was no tragic romance. It was a calculated high-stakes political contract to keep Egypt independent. By binding Antony to her, she effectively outsourced Egypt's national defense to the finest Roman legions. For years, this brilliant strategy worked flawlessly. Egypt remained wealthy, untouched, and fully autonomous. Together, they formed a terrifying power bloc. They controlled the wealthy East and a massive, battle-hardened army. If forced to ally with a volatile general to save your country, could you control the deadly consequences? Their blatant grasp for power alarmed ambitious Octavian, Caesar's official heir back in Rome. Octavian was a cold political genius. He saw Antony and Cleopatra as the ultimate threat. He launched a massive, ruthless propaganda campaign across Italy, exploiting deep-seated Roman fears. Octavian painted Cleopatra as an evil sorceress who bewitched a noble Roman general. Historians note that this was arguably the most successful political smear campaign in human history. He convinced the Roman Senate that Antony was no longer a true Roman, but a weak slave to an Egyptian tyrant. All diplomatic ties severed, Octavian declared war on Cleopatra instead of Antony. The fate of the Mediterranean world hung in the balance as two massive military forces prepared to clash. Cleopatra's ultimate gamble escalated into a total war for survival against Rome. She had bet the entire treasury of her 3,000-year-old empire on Mark Antony's military competence. In 31 BC, the rival factions met at the decisive naval Battle of Actium off the coast of Greece. Antony and Cleopatra commanded a fleet of armored warships funded by Egyptian gold. Facing them was Octavian's disciplined navy of smaller, incredibly agile and deadly vessels. Tension on the Egyptian flagship was high. The future of the Ptolemaic dynasty would be decided here. The battle commenced with a chaotic clash of wood and iron. The sea quickly turned into devastating fire. Antony's heavy ships were outmaneuvered by the swift Roman galleys. The strategic advantage quickly vanished. Flaming arrows rained down from the sky, igniting the massive Egyptian vessels in a terrifying destruction. Cleopatra watched in absolute horror from her flagship as her massive military investment burned to ash. The chaotic battle plan completely fell apart. Communication broke down amidst the thick smoke and deafening screams. Realizing the battle was lost, Cleopatra made a cold decision to save what remained of her fleet. She ordered her personal squadron to break through the enemy lines and retreat toward the ultimate safety of Egypt. Antony, seeing her depart, abandoned his fighting men and blindly followed her, sealing his total defeat. His once proud army, left without a commander, surrendered to Octavian. The shield of Egypt was shattered. When a battle is clearly lost, is it cowardice to retreat and survive? Or is it the only logical choice left? Retreating to Alexandria was devastating. The Grand Alliance had ended in total disaster. Octavian pursued them to Egypt. The Roman war machine was now at the gates of Alexandria. Consumed by shame and the false rumor of Cleopatra's demise, Antony tragically chose a final escape. The brilliant queen was now completely alone. Her kingdom was bankrupt, her army destroyed, and her greatest shield was gone. Octavian entered the Golden City as a conqueror. The hostile takeover was completely achieved. He intended to capture Cleopatra alive. She was the ultimate prize for his grand victory triumph in Rome. Being paraded in golden chains through the streets of Rome was the ultimate humiliation for any defeated monarch. Cleopatra was a sovereign queen until her last breath. She absolutely refused to be a captive prize. She retreated to her fortified royal mausoleum, surrounded by the remnants of her unimaginable wealth. Octavian tried negotiating to secure her surrender and claim the Egyptian treasury intact. However, she knew that any promise from Octavian was completely worthless. Her Roman fate was sealed. She dressed herself in the most sacred, traditional ceremonial robes of an ancient Egyptian pharaoh. She placed the golden uraeus crown upon her head, reclaiming her divine authority in the face of absolute defeat. Ancient records claim she smuggled a venomous asp into her chamber, hidden inside a simple basket of sweet figs. She chose to depart on her own terms, maintaining absolute control over her own narrative until the very end. The venom acted quickly. the last brilliant strategist of the Hellenistic age passed into the realm of shadows. Octavian's guards broke down the heavy stone doors, only to find the great queen already lifeless on her throne. He won the physical war, but completely lost the power to publicly humiliate his greatest political rival. Her final escape robbed Octavian of his ultimate triumph, leaving a deeply hollow victory. With her final breath, she permanently extinguished the glorious 3,000-year history of the great pharaohs. Egypt was immediately annexed, downgraded from a wealthy, independent empire into a mere province of Rome. Alexandria's wealth was looted to pay off Octavian's veterans and secure absolute power. Octavian became Augustus, the first Roman emperor. The Republic was gone, paid by Egyptian gold. Cleopatra played the deadly game of thrones better than almost any man of her era, using sheer intellect. She almost succeeded in preserving her ancient world against the unstoppable tide of a brutal new age. Ultimately, her only fatal mistake was placing her empire's survival on the competence of the wrong Roman. History, written by the Roman victors, unfairly reduced this brilliant mind into a manipulative seductress. Beneath the propaganda lies the truth of an intelligent ruler who fought a magnificent losing battle. Cleopatra lost her empire, but secured her eternal legacy. Was she a hero or a ruthless tyrant? Did she sacrifice everything for Egypt, or was it just a selfish grasp for power? Tell us in the comments below. If you loved this deep dive, please like, share, and quickly subscribe to our channel for more hidden historical truths.